Hey guys, it's Tuesday, April 21st. Hope you're doing well. Hope your first day back to officially our remote learning went well yesterday. Sorry that I don't know what the heck I was struggling with the quizzes, that I was, for some reason, the link kept expiring. It should be good now for a while. But please, I appreciate all of you that emailed me or made a comment or asked me to Zoom. That was so helpful because I was able to quickly figure it out and re-upload the assignment. I'm going to wait and go over some of like the more in-depth results once I get more in. But I want to, before we get started with today's assignment, I need to review some stuff that will help us on today's assignment. So you don't have to do anything with these or make notes yet. We will get there. We'll put stuff in notes eventually, probably one day next week. Okay. All right. So I want to remind you of a couple of things. So we have a key concept. There are different types of light that can change materials in different ways. And so I put this back up here. So if you guys remember, this is one of those hands-on things that I made a video doing. So I shined a UV light here onto these stars. It made them glow really, really bright and stay glowing. The other ones, they glowed for a little bit with the regular flashlight, but then they went out and they're not as bright. What you guys, and this is the one you guys really talked about in Amplify on this assignment. When the UV light was shined on these beads, they turned purple and pink and these different colors. But when the regular flashlight shined on them, they just stayed that clearish color. Something else I just kind of screenshotted from our sim here. So when I had it on sunlight on the DNA, we saw that it damaged and it had more energy. But then when I put it on the light bulb, it only had more kinetic energy, so there was no damage. So we know that these different types of light can change things in different ways. Okay. This we are still struggling with, and I think it's the people that don't watch my videos. So here's some things that even on the quizzes we did still struggle with. Okay, so here's a wave, right? The top of the wave is always called the crest. The bottom is always called the trough. Amplitude is the maximum distance away from this rest position that the wave goes. So it could be from the middle up to the top, or it could be from the middle all the way down to the trough at the bottom. Okay. So it's how high the wave goes, really. And then wavelength is one complete wave. So it can be measured from crest to crest. It could be measured from trough to trough, but it's from one point to the next one like it. Okay. So we know waves carry energy. You guys knew that. You did well on that in the quizzes so far. You also know light. You know light is a type of wave that carries energy from one place to another. What we're still learning, and we're still going to be practicing over the next couple of days, is that waves have properties. So they have that amplitude, they have wavelength. Two more, they have frequency and they have speed. So here again is frequency. So it's the number of waves in a set period of time. So like this one up here has the most frequency because it has more waves per this little section of time. This one has less frequency. And what we notice is when the frequency gets higher, that wavelength is going to get shorter. When the frequency goes lower, the wavelength gets longer. Okay. So what I want to show you today and make you really pick up on is that different light sources have different wave properties. So we read and saw this in the article before we left for break, or some of you did it over break, but harvesting sunlight, this picture I took out. So all of these are light waves. These are called electromagnetic waves, and it's a certain part of light waves. So you never knew that radio waves are like microwaves that are in your microwave in your kitchen. Also, your cell phones actually run on microwaves, just so you guys know. Infrared. So these are all light waves. The only ones that we can actually see is called the visible spectrum, which is the rainbow. And this is what we can see. And we'll learn more about this later. But what I wanted to show you is if I take this electromagnetic spectrum and then I put it with the waves, this is what we see. So radio waves have low frequency and big wavelength. They're really spread out. And then as we go down the electromagnetic spectrum, the ones with the highest frequency and the lowest wavelength, they have the most energy, are going to be gamma rays. So we'll come back to all of this, but I just wanted to start to open your eyes to this is how all of these concepts are going to connect. Okay, so again, we need to review our properties of waves. We need to know our key concept. We know that different types of light change materials in different ways. We've seen that. And then this week and into next week, we're going to start to understand how this electromagnetic spectrum fits into that and really connect all these dots. So you don't need to understand this quite yet. Just start to look at it. And that's what today's assignment is going to help us do. So today, we're going to get into Amplify 2.2 Part 4. Okay. The other thing, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. The other thing that some of you are doing is you are filling in your learning log. So let me go to Classroom because I want to show you something because a few of you, well, that's Avid. That's not going to be very helpful. Okay. So here was yesterday's post, and I did post the learning log here, but you need to go right here underneath it to get to the assignment. And on there, it will have one with your name. That's for you to fill in. That's where I assigned each of you your own copy so that you would each fill in your own one. So if you tried to do it from this one, you can only view, you can't do anything to it there, just so you guys know. You got to click on the one that's actually the assignment. Okay. So you're starting to fill those in, remember, with your score and such. So yesterday's assignment, you can tell me, did you get it done? What was your score out of 15? I'm not leaving you any comments on that, so just say none. You could actually go back and look at what you got wrong and write some of the stuff that you got wrong, or leave your own comment there. Today's work, when you get it in Amplify, you're going to make sure you go look at your grade in Amplify, and I'll make sure to show that in the video tomorrow so that you guys can fill this out as we go, and then you don't have work on Friday. Okay. I updated my ones, but you guys know we're on virtual Spirit Week. Just kind of keep us sane. So tomorrow's, in case you didn't know, I know it's on Instagram and everything, but in celebration of spring, create a hand-drawn or digital picture of a flower and fill in each petal with positive message for others during quarantine. So here was an example that the leadership class had put out on their flyer, but I will do one, and I can't wait to see your guys's. Okay. Also remember, we have office hours today. They are just for science. I'm separating out science and Avid. Log in, say hi, ask questions, see Benji, show me your favorite holiday wear that you're wearing today. I can't wait to see you. All right, so let's go over our assignment for today in Amplify. Okay, so let's get into Amplify. Again, we're going to go to Amplify Light Waves 2.2, Part 4. I'm pretty sure I'm in the wrong lesson because I'm working ahead. There we go. So 2.2, we're on the homework part 4, and it is super easy today, but just kind of review. Okay, so we're going to get into the sim here. So let's go over our directions. Keep the sun as a light source and turn it on. Tap on the beam to inspect the light. Okay. So I have sun, I'm going to turn it on, and one thing we have not done is we haven't done this part. So if I tap the link right here, it shows me that the sun has all of these waves. Look at this. Gamma, X-ray, ultraviolet, visible, which is all the colors of the rainbow, infrared, microwave, and radio. Let's go back. It was this. The sim is giving it to us in kind of the reverse order. It starts with gamma and then goes down to radio. But if you look here, it is actually showing those waves and how they're a little bit different. Okay, so let's go back to our thing. So we tapped on the beam, we press inspect, observe the types of light the sun emits. And what types of light does the sun, okay, so then we're going to compare that to the light bulb, right? So let's go back. So this was the sun, it has all of those. Then I click the light bulb, do the same thing, and the light bulb now only has visible light, which is the rainbow, and infrared. Okay, so observe the types of light the bulb emits. We did that. So what type of light did the sun emit, but the light bulb does not? So that was, what did the sun have, the light bulb does not. So remember, light bulb only has visible and infrared, but the sun had a whole bunch. So we don't want to put visible and infrared there because those the light bulb did have, but what are the other ones that are there? So click on all the ones that are true. Okay, there is multiple. What type of light did both the sun and light bulb emit? Make sure you click all the ones that are true. Okay, and then does every light source emit only one type of light? Was there only one thing listed on those, or were there multiple? Okay, press hand in, and that is your assignment for today. You guys have a fabulous day. Can't wait to see you in office hours. Show me your faces, please. I understand if you don't. Change the background. If you need help with that, I will help you, but miss you all and can't wait to see you.